What's going on, guys? We had to change up the scenery a little bit and switch gears and come out here to the bay. The fishing was going a little slow at the lake. The sun's actually coming out a little bit. It's trying, and man, sure enough, there were some tracks that I've found right on the edge of the bay, and some raccoon tracks. And if you start studying habitats of animals, they'll tell you where the food is, or the exits, or the trails to water sources. And sure enough, I came over here and saw a bunch of open clam shells, so I got to digging, and I've been finding some whole ones here and some other ones where the raccoons or, you know, otters or whatever's been over here eating them. Also, I got to digging and was able to find these little crawfish here. If these were a little bit bigger, I would be putting these over the fire tonight, boiling them up. They're a little bit small and they're still a little dormant, so I'm gonna let them be. But man, down south, this right here, boil them up with some potatoes, some corn, and some Cajun season, and you got yourself a meal. But yeah, these would be very good calories in a survival situation. So anyhow, yeah, they're still trying to grow a little bit, but we're gonna let them go back to their home. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna keep on digging here. See what we find. And there's all sorts of driftwood here that I've been able to use for shovels. Ah, there's a little worm actually. Wow. There's another little protein source right there. Wow. Sure enough. Here's some more of those little crawfish right here. That would be a great snack in a survival situation. Heck yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna keep on looking for clams and find some more and start the fire tonight. And this is where the creek meets the bay, and it's kind of washing out some of the sand and mud here. And I figured, well, why don't I just come over here and walk this? And sure enough, this is just washing off the path, and I just was walking and got to find so many clams here without having to put too much work in. And that is where it's at, without having to burn so many calories and finding food. And this is gold. Back in the ancestral days, when you're a hunter-gatherer, this is great, and this is great even today. So I'm super happy about it, especially on this really beautiful spot. This is a really special place. Once a year in August, the salmon actually come up and spawn here, and it's just something really special to be a part of. And you talk about a great circle of life, just so much reflections there on all parts of our own life. So it's really beautiful to be able to harvest these right here. It's really great. Can't wait to roast these on the fire tonight. All right. All right, guys, we're here with you again, and it's a beautiful day. And I've been walking the river, and this is usually where I go salmon fishing, and we have trout on this river as well. And this is a natural bridge dam that's happened just over the years. And a lot of the fish will get trapped in here, or they'll just kind of hang out. And I was walking through here, and sure enough, hopefully you can see them, but we have some little minnows here, a little swarm of minnows. Let's see if you can see them. In this little water right here. And I've got some bait from the rabbit that I processed the other day. And I've got my catch basket here. But as I was walking, I noticed this washed up bottle right here. So I'm gonna utilize this for these smaller fish. My basket's more for the trout. But this bottle will work perfect for minnows. So what I'm gonna do is make a funnel-like trap. And I'm just gonna go ahead and literally just cut this bottle right through here. And hopefully, if my thinking is right, this neck will actually slide right into here, like so. So hopefully I can get that to really fit in there, and maybe to open this up just a tad bit more. Just add a few little slices here. Yeah, that's opening it up a little bit better. Okay. So now we know that'll work. I'm gonna put some of this rabbit guts here, organs and guts, into this bottle. And then put this top in here, and now we have a funnel. And it'll act as a trap. They'll swim in here to that scent. So another thought that I have to kind of hold this trap in place is to put a couple little tiny holes on the bottom and top here. So now we have this hole, and to keep it in location, I was gonna put this stick through it so I can put this in the sand in the bottom there about the height that they're floating and swimming around, so they'll go into there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there with those little minnows. All right, I think that'll work. There's a little bit more rocks than what I thought down there. And now this bottle is acting as a trap right in here. And hopefully tomorrow we'll come back and there might be a few little minnows in there. So now that we've placed that trap, I'm taking some more of our rabbit guts here. I'm gonna wrap it with this rag so the scent will bleed through this rag. And we threw it into the bottom of this trap. And we're gonna go ahead and place this too. Okay, so now we have our trap submerged under the water, under this log here. And we have our little bottle working too. And we've kind of disturbed the minnows, but I have a good feeling that they're gonna come back. And I'm hoping that's a good sign that there's gonna be some bigger fish coming in here too. All right, well, let's check this trap tomorrow and see what happens. It'll make it for a good Friday. All right. All right, guys, well, we checked the traps again and no fish, no minnows, no trout. I think if I would have left that bottle in a little longer, something might have eventually went in there. I feel like the trout right now are probably a little bit closer to deeper water, warmer water. And so anyhow, I went ahead and took some of the organs back out, and on a happy note, I'm still gonna eat this organ. And I found a pretty cool jawbone right here from a salmon. So pretty sweet find. And I've got, so this tin box, this is an Altoid can box that I put wet wood in and made my own coal here, if you can see that, for my ferro rod. So we're gonna go ahead and strike up the coal and make a little fire and eat some rabbit organ. Nice little fire. I was surprised because it's been raining for about 3 days straight, so pretty happy to get this little fire going. Getting a nice little ring in there, a little smoke ring. Smells nice and smoked, kind of like a medium rare there. So good. Wow. That's incredible. So fresh. It's just like life force energy right there. Woo. What a day. Well, happy Friday, y'all. Y'all take care.